And why did you want to come to Farina and take part of this experience?
Oh, just to learn some new skills, have some good times. And
yeah, definitely. And you feel like you've learned some things since you've been here? Yep. So what sort of stuff have you been doing? What have they got you working on since you got here?
Well, on the first day, I went out to the loading bay on the railway station, and then I've been in the bakery and doing mortaring.
In a room of silent hearty flakes, a certain texture, that certain smell brings home the heavy day, brings home the nighttime swell. Out on the patio we sit, and the humidity we breathe. We watch the lightning crack over cane fields and laugh and think, this is Australia.
Would you recommend this to others if we sort of look to bring some other students from Whyalla next year?
Well, I would definitely recommend it, but you have to be willing to do hard work every day.
Yep. And a bit of an experience we wouldn't get in Whyalla. The bit of a different sort
Lots of opportunities.
Yeah.
The block is awkward, it faces west, long diagonals and sloping too. And in the distance, through the heat haze, in convoys of silence, the cattle graze. A certain texture, that certain beat, brings forth the nighttime heat. Out on the patio we sit, and the humidity we breathe. We watch the lightning crack over cane fields, laugh and think that this is Australia.
How did you become involved in Farina?
As a caravanner, it's a on the track into the outback.
Yep.
It's historic, and it was sad, and we felt the need to have a look at if we could do anything. We didn't know what it was, but we've been finding out since.
Yep. So you've been involved since the beginning, haven't you?
Yeah, 2009 was our first year, and this is our 5th program.
Okay.
And each program you really turn over a stone and find a story underneath it that leads you to what you should want to do next.
How did this become a platform for students to do some work experience? How did that evolve?
I think all of us are parents or grandparents, and our concern was that Australian history was lost. It was lost here, and we were finding it, and we felt the need to perpetuate that in the future. We had, in Lee Creek, we found there was an interest there, and Maria, we were interested in involving students as work experience. That was the long and short of it, and they were very interested in being part of it.
Can you share any positive experiences of students in their work experience here at Farina?
There, I think on a building on Moffat's house over my right shoulder back up here last year, to have one lad on a scaffold, one side of a wall, one lass on the other side of the wall on another scaffold, working all afternoon with eagerness to produce a finish on this old building. And if that warms the heart of everybody you see, their enthusiasm, and they just didn't want to knock off their involvement. They saw the same, they felt the same urges our people work. And some of that is a rub off from the work ethic of the particular people, of our people, because they're retirees, they come back and get excited to be able to achieve something again, and particularly the outcomes which are there for us, but not only us, it's the touring public, and as I said, the next generations to come.
What would you say to a student who might be thinking about coming to Farina?
There's an experience which they probably can't anticipate back home. They've got to be. They want to come with curiosity and with willingness to leave something behind in terms of something tangible, that they have put a brick in a wall, or built some a marker on a walking trail, or cleared the growth for extending something of that nature, and they will have some ownership to what's happened at Farina.
Fantastic. Tell me your name.
Trevor, Mallet,
And how old are you, Trevor?
14,
And what school do you go to?
Weiler High School.
So what did you know about Farina before you came?
I didn't actually
Didn't know anything? Okay. What did the school tell you about Farina?
that it was going to be a good trip. I could learn some things from it and that. And it will be a really enjoyable trip.
So why did you choose to come to Farina?
Because I wanted to meet like new people and have a new experience.
Yep.
I've been working in the bakery
Yep.
with Denise and Bruce.
What have you been doing there?
We've been making bread, rolls. I've also been helping with the pointing, which has been trying to restore the walls in the building.
So some stonemasonry?
Yeah. I've also been helping with sorting out the sheep, the shearing of the sheep, and loading the sheep onto the trucks.
Fantastic.
And today I was helping out Barry just before coming out to paint as well.
Yep. Fantastic. What Kevin, the station owner, wants?
Well, he's offered me to come down once a year to help with the shearing and sorting out the sheep. I know we'll be doing like the shearing, loading on the trucks.
Yep.
The sorting and all that.
Why do you think Kevin offered you that? Why has he said that?
Because he's seen that how well I have achieved when I was helping him.
So, any last comments on Farina? What do you think?
If I can come back, I will.
In a room of silent heartache, a certain texture, that certain smell brings forth the heavy days, brings forth the nighttime swell. Out on the patio we sit, and the humidity.
Can you tell me what's your involvement in Farina?
Well, I'm a volunteer from Adelaide. I came past here with my wife 5 years ago when the group were first here, and we saw what amazing work they were doing. We were upset they were all Victorians, so as soon as we could, which was 2 years later, we came back and did a week's volunteering, and we're back 2 years later, so we've been twice. And it started from really trying to restore enough of the history that people like you and me coming past would be encouraged to stop, read storyboards, see things like this bit of railway track, which is a sign of the history, because 2 rail tracks crossed here in the history of the town, and trying to make a contribution so that other people coming past will get an idea of what was here.
Yes.
We watch the lightning crackle the cane fields and laugh and think this is Australia. Out on the patio we sit.
Yep. Can you tell me about the involvement you have with the students who have been doing work experience?
Well, when we came here 2 years ago, for the first time, we were surprised to find students from neighbouring schools coming in and getting an opportunity for work experience. And this time, a group of 7 boys have come up from Weiler for a week of work experience. And I, for one, because I've now worked with 3 of them, do my best to try to instil some enthusiasm in them, which is not easy necessarily for a teenager, and also for an older person to try and convey that. And not so much to teach them specifically skills, because most of the stuff is pretty straightforward, but encouraging them to get involved and to try something. And as one of the more supervisory types has said to the boys, please ask questions. If you're not sure, ask. And I think anyone here has been willing to actually share with the group. Now today we've had Trevor here painting. He's come with an excellent reputation, and we can see he's joined in quickly and effectively and done a good job. I had Ben working on some brush cutting along a walking track the other day. Pretty mundane job, just cutting and cutting and cutting, but he got into it, got the spirit of it, and helped us get the job done quickly.
Fantastic.
So I think if we convey a little bit of the enthusiasm for what it is to work, which in Trevor's case he doesn't need that, he's got that enthusiasm, but so many kids don't have, and I suppose we can say, here are people who've retired, give their time to come out and make a contribution. We work hard while we